and welcome to my channel. I'm the Accidental Gangster. My name is Spado, and I'm glad that you are here. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. It helps the channel. How's everybody doing today? Hello, Heather. How are you? Great to see you here. Folks, today I'm going to talk about some subjects, and Bitcoin being one of them. Now, you might not like it, and you might disagree with me, and I respect that. See, I'm one of the very few people that you can disagree with me, but yet we can still talk and have conversations, okay? Okay, Heather, I understand. Thank you very much. Okay? Uncommon Man, hello. How are you? Thank you for everybody that's come here. Folks, I want to talk about Bitcoin because there's going to be more crime coming from Bitcoin than anything else. You combine Bitcoin with AI and everything else, and folks, we're screwed. Now, I don't believe in Bitcoin. I know some of you do, okay? I believe in what the money and our economic system is. I like the cash. I know how much is in the bank, okay? All right, and we all like that. Even Donald Trump said it. He didn't believe in Bitcoin, okay? It should be regulated just like banks are regulated, like all money is regulated, but it's not. And then Trump changed his mind after his son Eric got into it, ended up with a percentage of a company that has put billions of dollars, Donald Trump, folks, in the past 12 months has increased his value $3.4 billion. Most of it has to do with Bitcoin. However, his cash on hand still remains at $400 to $500 million. But you know, there's a difference with Trump and the rest of us, okay? We're all thinking about how we're going to put dinner on the table tonight. Why is we paying these high prices in grocery stores? He doesn't have to worry about that, but we do. And thus far, he's done nothing on it. But let's go back to who created Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin was created by an anonymous person. Remember that name, Anonymous, all right? Or a group of people using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto. Nakamoto published a foundational white paper, a Bitcoin peer-to-peer electronic cash system, in October of 2008, and released the first open source software in 2009. Their true identity remains unknown. The goal, Nakamoto designed Bitcoin to be decentralized, peer-to-peer electronic cash system, removing the need for a trusted third parties like banks or governments. Okay? Want nothing to do with that. Satoshi was active in developing the software until December 2010, after which they disappeared leaving the future of Bitcoin in the hands of the community. It is estimated that wallets associated with Satoshi Nakamoto hold over 1 million Bitcoins which have remained untouched. Folks, the word anonymous, okay? That's the key to it. Trump's got it. People from all over the world, leaders across the world, could put money into Donald Trump's Bitcoin, or yours if you have it, and never be known. But they will end up getting favors somewhere along the line. Because as we all know, money talks and bullshit walks. All right? So folks, we have, you all seen what's going on in Arizona with Nancy Guthrie, an 84-year-old woman that looks like she's been kidnapped. So far, there is no solid leads, okay, on who it is. They have not been in touch with the family. Although the family has been fleeing, they want to know if their mother is still alive. We don't know that, folks. But these people were smart. They reached out to TMZ and other media sources asking for Bitcoins, okay? They want Bitcoins. Why? Because it can't be followed to who it's going to. Will that happen? I doubt it's going to happen. Okay? You're right, Mandy. It's untraceable. Everybody, I want you to say hello to Mandy. Okay, you're going to be seeing a lot more of my new friend Mandy. God bless her. Okay, she's going to be helping me out. So you're going to be seeing a lot of things here in the near future going on with my channel here, all right, to help build me up and grow my channel. So please, I'll ask you again, subscribe, like, and share. You know, folks, I ask you all to put your notifications on, and many of you do. And you tell me you're not getting the notification, all right? I did that yesterday on a channel that I wanted to watch on the show, and I got no notification. So, folks, it's something within the algorithms or whatever you want to call it, okay? It's not me, okay? All right? Now, let's talk about, all right? The crimes are being created because it's Bitcoin, okay? My espresso, folks. I've had my coffee, it's noontime. It's my first double espresso here. I think this is the reason why the Lord is keeping me around, because I drink a lot of espresso. Somebody said yuck. No, 4MK1, no, I don't know how it works, and I don't want to know. Okay? Okay? I really don't care. I'm old-fashioned. I'm going to use money because I know it's regulated. Now, if I were a gangster back on the streets, okay, you could bet your boots I would know everything about Bitcoin because I'd be using that to scam people like left and right. The only problem is I don't know how to take that Bitcoin and convert it to cash or go to my grocery store and buy groceries with it. Okay? Maybe there is a way and I don't know about it. All right? You're telling me it's traceable. All right, but everybody else is saying it's not traceable. All right? Let me tell you what happened. On Thursday, a Hawthorne man who told investigators he'd been following a case on TV was arrested after sending a phony ransom note to members of the Guthrie family, according to the FBI. It appears authorities do not believe he is connected to Guthrie's disappearance. Federal prosecutors claim Derek Colella found contact information for Guthrie's family members online shortly after the video was posted. And he sent an identical text message to Guthrie's daughter and son-in-law, according to a criminal complaint filed in federal court in Arizona. Okay? Did you get the Bitcoin? We're waiting on our end for the transaction, the text read. He sent 2 text messages. They had not been linked to the February 2nd, 2026 ransom demand sent to CBS affiliate, according to the criminal complaint. To those imposters who are trying to take advantage and profit from this situation, we will investigate and ensure you are held. Now, how they find this guy? Because he's an idiot, okay? Because he did it, he thought, from one of these phones, like, you got Google, these apps that, numbers are supposed to be, you make them up or whatever. Well, he failed to remember. It goes back to the IP address, okay? I have an IP address. You have one. Everybody that's online, on social media, got a Gmail, an email account, you have an IP address, okay? So, all right? He was an idiot, and he's going to face time in prison as a result. No, Zara, I didn't get myself a VPN. I don't even know what that is, okay? So listen, why would these people kidnap an 84-year-old lady? And why would they go to CBS, TMZ, saying that they want Bitcoin? And there's a lot of other frauds that are being handled, kidnapping, ransom, and they want to be paid. Folks, this is going to get serious, and this is just beginning. It's just the tip of the iceberg. It frightens me. It frightens me very much. Yes, Mandy, her daughter is famous. How you doing, Queen Trucking? Queen Trucking, how you doing? Great to have you. And folks, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? It don't cost you a penny. And you know what? Are people really that lazy they can't hit a like button? I come to you with respect, honor, and loyalty. That's how I live my life. I listen to a lot of people on YouTube. I give them a like. And if I don't like them, I'll give them a thumbs down. You got that same privilege right here on my channel. But be respectful. Remember, we come here to give you content that might help you, okay? Thank you, Janae. I appreciate that. Janae One Blue. Thank you. She just subbed. Okay? I appreciate that. You know, folks, it's really disrespectful with, you know, but, you know, I'm not going to talk to you about respect because the young people don't even know what it means today. All right? All right? Now, did you see what Trump posted on social media last night? Did you hear about that, folks? Yeah, he on his social media, he posted something with Michelle and Barack Obama like apes against the blacks. He got a lot of sharp criticism. They finally taken it off after Congress and Senate said get it down, okay? But the damage has been done. But of course, Carol Levitt comes out and said, it wasn't Donald Trump that did that. It was a meme, a meme. What do you call it? M-E-M-E, okay? A meme, okay? Do you believe that? I don't. Because I learned, and you should learn, when those people, your politicians, are talking and they say something, think the opposite, okay? Because they are always lying. He is, look at, there's no better person that can distract than Donald Trump. He doesn't want anything to do with the Epstein file. He's been fighting it since he's been in office, and he's not going to stop. We all know he's in there. In what capacity, we don't know. They know who the other predators were, okay? They know, but there's no criminal charges being brought against them. But yet, if my name or your name was there, they would bring criminal charges. You know why? Because we're not big donors to either party, okay? We don't donate a few $100 million like the billionaires do, okay? It's money, 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 and that's all they care about. They don't care about you. They're above the law and don't think anything different, okay? Folks, it's really terrible every day that we're waking up to this nonsense. Our world is, especially our country, most people can't comprehend billions, Mandy. No, okay? No, most people cannot. Most people just want to put food on their table and pay their rent. Folks, many years ago back in New York, trust me, we bought politicians. I know how easily they are bought. Now, I don't know if you know, but you know they took Maduro, all right, out of Venezuela, and he's sitting in MDC in Brooklyn. But do you know that he, as a drug dealer, forget about the head of the country, all right, was putting millions of dollars in almost every congressman and senator's accounts? Yeah, it's out there, folks. It's the truth. They've all received a lot of money from them. Both sides. It's like people say, Why didn't Biden bring out the Epstein files? Okay? For the same reason Trump don't want to bring them out. Because the money people were on there. Okay? It's simple. They don't want to cross the money people. And don't think for one moment that now has anything to do with it, because he's got a lot to do with it. Okay? All right? Barney asked me if I support Trump. I tell you folks the truth. I voted for Trump. I was hoping that he would do what he said he was going to do. Unfortunately, I'm totally wrong. And I got a lot of friends who voted for him and feels the same way. They're very disenchanted with what he's doing. Well, thank you, Barney. Barnyard, I appreciate that. Okay, I try to come here and tell you the truth. All right, some people don't like it. And folks, I want you to know, I'm a no party affiliate. Okay? A lot of people don't know that you don't have to be a Republican or a Democrat or an independent. If you look on the voter registration form, it says if you don't want to be either party, check here. That's no party affiliate. I vote for the individual. And now I get to the point why vote at all. Look at what Trump wants to do now. He wants the GOP to have nation take control of all the voting across the country. Can you imagine what that would do? Yeah, we could wait. Well, I'm 81 years old. How long do you want me to wait for what Trump is doing that's going to help you and me? Let me ask you a question. I'm 81. 150 years old? Okay? All right? Hey, Corey. How old are you, Corey? I want to know. All right? How old are you? Corey Drums. Okay? You're right, okay? You're right, Ding Chavez, okay? He knows he's going to lose miserably in the midterms. You know, Trump is not going to leave office. That's what he's trying to do, folks. You know, in the background, his buddy, Steve Bannon. I bet you all forgot about who Steve Bannon is, okay? I gotta say, he's a smart guy, but he's reading the U.S. Constitution day and night, trying to figure out how he can get Trump to stay in office, okay? Although he does not, if you look at Steve Bannon, you know what I'm talking about, okay? He doesn't know what a washing machine is. He doesn't know what a shower is. He doesn't know what a dry cleaner. He's the biggest slob you could ever imagine, okay? Yeah, take a look at him. Tell me if you agree. Leave a comment. Tell me, for those of you who know who Steve Bannon is. All right? So this is why Trump wants to make this nationwide. He wants to try to do it now so that he could win the midterm, so he and the GOP could fix the election the way they want it and never have anybody else in office again. Okay? You can believe it, don't believe it. I hope I'm wrong. I seriously hope that I'm wrong. But I don't think so. Yeah, so we can cheat. You're right, Jennifer. Huh? Thank you, Hamster. I appreciate that. You know, folks, I want to thank you all for the lovely comments. And, you know, you're all looking out for me when I'm looking for somebody to date. I came to the realization it's a hopeless cause because I live here in Los Angeles, okay? I can't find a woman, you know, in her 60s, 70s, or 80s, okay? That I can't. It's like impossible. You know why? See, those women, they want younger men. Take Cher, for example. Cher's got a boyfriend in the past 2 years, 40 years younger than her. He's 39, she's 79. So she's close to my age, okay? Now, you know what kind of woman want me? Woman in their 20s and 30s. Yeah, but I'm not stupid. I know what they want, okay? They tell me, oh, they don't even know me. They tell me that they love me. I get comments like that. Really, you don't even know me, okay? They want to marry me. I get all these texts and these comments from them. It's really hilarious, okay? And I know why, okay? Corey, you're 36. All right, you're a young man. I know why. Yeah, they'll marry me because they want me to die and they think I got a lot of money and they're going to end up with it. Okay? Otherwise, you know, the other girls, it's been the same thing around Hollywood all the time. Okay? Because I'm entrenched in Hollywood. And people know me in Hollywood. They think I can get them in a movie, make them a star. Okay? So I know all those games. I don't play them. I don't have the time, folks. Yep, the GOP call out racism in Trump's post. Well, I think Trump just shot himself in the foot with that post, okay? And now they're trying to backpedal it. I doubt he's going to have any black people voting for him or brown people, okay? They want him out. Folks, I'm very sad in what's going on, okay? I never seen the United States in this shape. It's never even been close to what is happening. And it should not be, folks. We should be the land, all right? We should be the United States of America. That's how we were always united. And now we are the divided states of America. You see what he did over in England? The English people hate Trump. All right, he's made more enemies around the world. But yeah, he'll come on TV and say the world loves him. They don't. They don't. Remember, he said, day one, I will stop the war in Ukraine. Well, President Trump, it's been over 365 days. You have not done it. Now you're threatening Iran. Okay? Now you got our battleships. You're ready for war with Iran. You're the guy that said you don't want to see any young men dying in these wars. particularly Russian men, Ukrainian men. But yet you're putting our young men of the United States military and jeopardizing them every day. You don't care if you lose their lives, do you? And Donald Trump, remember, I'm one of the people that supported you. Yes, I did. And now I have to retract. I regret that I voted for you. As a lot of other people. If the election were held today, you would not win. Mickey Mouse would have a better shot at winning than you would. I hate to say that, folks. I really do. Okay? I want it better for our country. I want it better. So, folks, I want to thank you all for coming here today. It's a beautiful day out here. Give you some good news. I had a Zoom call this morning with my production team, and we're making very good progress on the movie for the Accidental Gangster. All right, so it's coming to fruition very soon. So I feel very happy about that. So at least some good things are happening. Okay. So stay tuned. I'll be keeping you an update on that. Thank you, everybody. Have a safe weekend, okay? And God bless you all. All my love and respect to you all. Take care.